Nick Baldwin for BloodyElbow.com here with a UFC middleweight fighter who takes on Oluwale Bamgbose this weekend at UFC on Fox 26 here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada at the Bell MTS Place. It is Alessio Di Chirico. Alessio, thank you very much for the time. How are you and how are you liking Winnipeg? I would imagine first time here?
Yes, it's first time in Winnipeg. I really like Canada and I love Canadian people. I just fight, I already fight in Vancouver and I love this atmosphere.
A little cold though.
Yes, a little bit. The last time was summer. Now it's winter.
Yeah. Was it surprising? Did it throw you off? Was it? I mean, obviously, I'm sure you don't like it.
I come from Italy. I never see a skywalk, and I really like skywalk, so I don't have to exit from the other.
So you're taking on Oluwale Bamgbose. He's a wild fighter. He likes to throw pretty hard strikes, but he gasses a little bit. Where do you see yourself sort of capitalizing against him? What do you do better than him?
I'm sorry, I prefer to do not speak about strategy. He's a very good fighter, very wild fighter, and I respect him. But I will beat him up.
Awesome. You've lost a couple in a row. Do you think this is an important fight? Because sometimes if you go a few losses in a row, they might let you go, they might release you. Is this an important fight in that regard, where if you come up short, you might be in danger?
Che ne hai persi un paio di fila, che non è vero, e che è un match che ti senti la pressione.
You speak about me.
Yes.
I lost only
one fight.
Only one.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Sometimes, though, even if two losses in a row, sometimes they. It's kind of bizarre, but sometimes they. We've seen fighters cut with only two losses.
I think that in every fight you have to do your best. So I don't think about that.
No, that's not a concern.
I do my best every fight.
Okay. So you train in Italy still, right?
Yes, I trained in Italy and I trained with the best Italian fighter. I trained with my brother Carlo Podersoli and the two very good fighters, former UFC Goran Rejic and Mattias Chiavolin. And I have to thanks also the best kickboxer in Italy that are Mattia Faraoni and Gabriele Casella. And I had all the support from all the nation. That was the strength in this camp.
Do you think throughout your entire MMA career you'll stay in Italy? Or some fighters that, from Europe and from Canada, even Brazil, some like to train in the US because they feel like the gyms are a bit bigger, better training partners. Do you feel that way? Do you think you will eventually train in the US, or are you happy in Italy?
I have to say that, in my opinion, training system and training gym is developing, right? Is developing like in boxing, no? Every fighter has their personal team, their personal equipe, and I think that MMA gym is a business, like every business. So I don't know what I will do in my future. I only think about the present, but I trust all my team. I trust all my sparring partners, all my teammates that help me, and I help there in their fight.
Is it nice that this fight is just a week or two before Christmas, before the holidays? Because I'm sure at the end of December you'll have a big family, get together, a gathering, dinner, and you will be able to enjoy all the food. Where fighters fighting on the December 30th card in Vegas, they kind of have to make that sacrifice. Is it nice that you're fighting just before Christmas?
Yeah, last time I did the same because for the camp I can't do the Christmas in my country, and I'm really happy that I can be in my home with my family. Yes, I love Christmas. Many people doesn't like, but it's my favorite holiday.
Are you headed home on Sunday?
Che ha detto?
Torni domenica?
Yes, I come back Sunday.
Do you leave Sunday morning? Do you have time to maybe see the city? Do you plan on it, or just get fight and leave as soon as possible? I mean, I wouldn't want to be here. It's pretty cool.
Before I have to do the fight, there is nothing else. Nothing else matter.
Do you have a prediction for the fight? I know you don't like talking about strategy. Do you have any idea, any prediction for the fight with Bamgbose?
I hope will be a nice fight.
Do you think the fact that he is a wild fighter, as I said earlier, he throws strange strikes, he sometimes gets tired, he throws, he doesn't go back, he comes forward, he's aggressive, but he's a bit wild. Is that an advantage for you, do you think?
Che ha detto?
Il fatto che combatte selvaggio è un vantaggio per te?
Yeah.
Maybe?
In fighting, there are not advanced, and no, there are only skills and counter. I don't know.
At the top of your division, George St. Pierre recently vacated the title. When you saw that, were you happy? Because now the division, Robert Whittaker is the champion, the real champion, and he's probably the best 185er. As of now, he's fighting Luke Rockhold. Are you happy that the middleweight division is sort of, in a way, back in order? Because it hasn't been for a little while when Bisping won the title.
I have to say I have a strange opinion about ranking. I think that this sport doesn't matter rankings. Maybe the number 1 fighter can lose against the number 15. No, it's so unexpected sport that you don't know. So it's very. I want to know what will Whittaker do in his title defense, and I really want to see him against a good striker.
Right. Well,
because he had, in my opinion, the best wrestling defense skills. So and he fight with the three fighters that are very good in wrestling. No, there are Branson, Jacare, Romero, Olympic.
how is the weight cut? Is it a pretty easy cut down to 185?
Che ha detto?
Come la parte del peso è facile?
It's never easy. It's never easy, but no, it's okay.
You're on track.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Alessio, thank you very much for the time. I appreciate it, and best of luck to you on Saturday night.